You're listening to The Commercial Boys, the only podcast sponsor of the New York Yankees. I'm a commercial boy, Jake Berkowitz.
I'm a commercial boy, Dan Feingold, and I didn't get the intro.
That's okay. We're sponsored by the New York Yankees.
I thought you said that we are sponsors of the New York Yankees.
No. Okay, that tells me that this intro is going to be really good, and everyone's going to find it really funny and laugh at it. So that's good.
Good. Okay.
What are we doing?
Today we have a commercial request.
We have... Oh, I thought it was someone sent us commercials and they wanted us to review them.
Yes, that's what commercial request means.
Excellent. I'm glad we're on the same page.
What did you think it meant?
I don't know. They wanted us to investigate a commercial or something like we did when you did that deep dive into the Uncle Magic commercials. But I'm glad we're on the same page. It doesn't matter what I think because I'm wrong. What is it? What are we listening to? And who gave us these requests?
Okay, so we're gonna watch some Rock Auto commercials.
Rock Auto.
Yeah,
what the hell are Rock Auto commercials?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay, excellent.
These were requested by one of our more beautiful listeners, Madison from Poughkeepsie.
Who is Madison to you?
Oh,
because it's otherwise a little bit creepy that you just are saying this random person is one of the more beautiful listeners.
I just think that some of our fans are more beautiful than others, and I hope that's not controversial.
That's, you know what? Sure, why not? Not going to delve any deeper on that.
I mean, this one happens to be dating me, but
yeah, okay.
Still,
so that makes a little bit more sense.
Anyway, she says, "Hi, commercial boys." She says a lot of nice things. Mostly about you, honestly.
That's great. I'm so happy.
But the important bit is...
Yeah, what should our listeners know?
I recently saw a commercial for rockauto.com, and so I researched it on YouTube. To my delight, I discovered there are actually 8 commercials, spanning from 2009 to 2017.
Right in our wheelhouse.
She did a deep dive. If you don't watch all of them, but I have a feeling you will based on your previous track record, correct, please watch episode 3. I'm gonna burp. This is the worst podcast.
Are you gonna keep that in?
I don't know, man. She says, please watch episode 3, especially episode 5 and episode 8. Okay. I have questions, such as, who designed this? Who thought this was a good idea? Why the sudden change in design and characters? Did they notice how well the Free Credit Report band was taking off and decided to follow suit?
Now I like where this is going.
Why did they give the band singer under-eye bags?
They gave them to him.
Well, you'll see. Thanks so much for your consideration. I look forward to hearing whatever you guys decide to review next. Loyally yours, Madison from Poughkeepsie.
I just love...
Thank you.
I just love that your girlfriend decided to take these recommendations through official channels instead of just texting you being like, hey, could you review this? Or, hey, watch this on your podcast. She went the extra mile. She emailed our official email address.
They gotta come from the email.
What is our email address?
commercialboyspodcast@gmail.com.
We plugged it before the very end.
If you want to date me, send all inquiries to commercialboyspodcast@gmail.com.
To date Dan Feingold.
That's right.
So, where are we going to start? Are we doing all of them? What's our plan?
Yeah. Okay, so like Madison said, there are 8 of them.
Okay.
There's a YouTube playlist that has all 8, which I will link to in the description of this episode.
Excellent.
So you can watch along with us. I figure we'll watch each one, react to them, and then after we've seen them all, we can talk about this entire campaign broadly.
Okay, yeah. Excellent.
Okay. So with that being said, we'll just hop into the first rockauto.com TV commercial. Like I said, link in the description.
See y'all on the other side. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So we just watched the first Rock Auto commercial.
We did. I strongly remember the first one. I honestly do not recall there ever being more. I did not assume that it would be part of a campaign, but I distinctly remember seeing that commercial when I was watching Yankee games on Yes Network in high school. It was never remarkable, so I'm very excited to see what comes next.
Thank you for working our sponsor into
New York Yankees. Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, it's just shit. CG.
Well, take us through the plot.
Yeah, some guy walks into an auto body shop, dealership, whatever, and is asking for a specific auto part. And the slacker at the front desk says, well, I can check in the back to see if we have the part that you're asking for. And then the announcer says, why would you go into the shop so that you can maybe get the part you're looking for, but you can just go on to rockautoparts.com and get exactly what you're looking for at the lowest price.
Yeah, that's basically it. And the CGI is
Real bad.
Real bad.
If a Scanner Darkly was 3D, that's the animation style, but in like 2009, and it does not translate.
It's very
well.
Waking Life.
Yes, that's a better call. It's more Waking Life than Scanner Darkly. It's ugly. It kind of looks like it would be a local commercial. I'm not sure how widespread it would have been, but I would assume like the tri-state
Well, I mean,
area.
it's a website, so I don't think that it is local.
Yeah, but it looks like it has the budget quality
Yes,
of a local
it does have
commercial,
the quality of a local commercial.
which is real sad.
And I have...
Oh no, I see a notebook coming
I have
out.
a note, well, that I took, I found on Facebook, Rock Auto talking about their commercials. They say, we do less expensive animated ads to help keep auto parts prices reliably low for customers.
That seems like a really cop-out answer, because I'm assuming your budgets for your advertisement wing and your budgets, like, your advertisement prices should not be dictating what prices you set for your actual products. That's signs of a really bad business. That's not good.
They make a commercial and all the prices get bumped up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your advertisement budget should in no way dictate the prices of your products in a good functioning company.
Well, the thing is, I feel like that would be a good concept for a commercial if
What?
they included that information in the ad.
Oh yeah.
If, like, in the beginning, it was like, at Rock Auto, we want to spend all our money on getting you the best discounts. That's why this commercial was made for $15. If they had that in the beginning, this would be a funny, genius commercial.
Yeah, but this is that's so transparently just them responding to criticisms about their shitty commercial and giving a bad faith response. That doesn't impact my like actual opinions on this company. Just crazy dumb response is all.
Yeah, okay, so, gotta ask, based on this commercial, you going to rockauto.com?
I don't have a cart.
Next commercial!
Let's go!
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
All right, Dan Feingold, want to take us through the second Rock Auto Parts commercial? Oh no, just rockauto.com. You want to take us through the second rockauto.com commercial? What's the plot?
It would be my honor. So we have a narration with the guy who's like, you wouldn't buy universal fit shoes for your feet. And it shows, like a flash animation man holding a horseshoe
Yes.
up to his foot.
Yes.
And already, I don't know if I agree with that premise.
No?
If a universal shoe existed that fit every foot, I'd buy
useful,
it.
because
Yeah.
your feet can change in size as you get older or as you gain weight. So, I mean, if you only had to buy one pair of shoes for like 5 years, that'd probably be helpful.
Yeah, I would do that. So already I don't agree. But then it continues and explains that since you wouldn't get universal fit horseshoes for your feet,
I buy very specific horseshoes for my feet.
you shouldn't get universal fit parts for your car.
Yes.
And then they show this flash animation man going on a computer, and a thought bubble with a dollar sign
Yeah.
appears above his head, and we're informed that they'll deliver specific non-universal fit parts to your home, office, or wherever.
Two things I want to respond to what you just said. One, I mean, I'm assuming that universal parts are cheaper because they're A, generic, and B, because you're manufacturing something that would be bought by anyone with any car, you can sell at lower prices because you're going to be selling more. Those are probably going to be cheaper.
Yeah, the
than-
specific parts
yeah.
cost money. You know why they
Yeah.
cost money? They cost money because they save money.
I'm so sorry that none of y'all can see the face Dan made when he was saying that.
Feeling
and the hand
blessed
gestures.
that you can't see my face.
Podcasts are a great medium for visual comedy. Another thing I noticed in this commercial is that the guy's using a Mac laptop. It's very explicitly Mac. You could see the Mac logo on the back of his computer, which I mean, I don't think that's kosher in the world of
I didn't pick
advertising.
up on that.
Let's go back.
Oh, you
Yes,
are 100% right.
You can very clearly see that it's got the Mac logo on the back of his laptop. I don't think that's kosher in the world of commercials.
I feel like that is not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because this is CG, someone explicitly went out of their way
To
to
find a PNG of the Apple logo
They
and
could've-
slap on there.
they could have just not did that at all, but they went out of their way to include it, which is a big no-no if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is weird to include that detail.
When everything else is so
when everything
nondescript and
else
devoid
is-
of detail.
Horrible.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're going for here. Is there anything else to say
The
about
guy's
this?
shirt looks kind of like a vacuum sealed garbage bag.
Want to roast this guy's wardrobe
Yeah.
anymore? She's got real shit 90s hair. What else?
Yeah, what else about him?
There's nothing else
I mean,
about
his,
him.
his
He's
dead
generic
eyes are an
white
easy
everyman.
target.
Yeah. Dan, based on this commercial, would you use rockauto.com? What, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this commercial? I didn't come up with a clever scale.
It's real low. It's gonna be like a 3 or something for me.
That's fair. I'm not going to argue against that. These
It's
are
like-
pretty lame commercials.
Yeah, on the
so
scale
far.
from the universal fitting part to
very specific brand part.
I'm gonna give it a universal
part.
because it's bad.
Yes. Are we moving on?
Yeah,
Let's go for number 3.
man, these suck. Oh wait, number 3. The one that we're about to watch is one of them that Madison told us to specifically
watch.
look at. So
Yeah.
we'll pay extra attention.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Okay, so I understand why Madison wanted us to take a specific look at number 3, because the third commercial marks a shift in the rockauto.com oeuvre of commercials. You want to take what makes this different?
Well, there's more than 2 characters for one thing. I mean, okay. So plot.
Yes.
A whole line of people in an auto mechanic something store,
cavalcade
an
of
auto
crazy
parts store,
characters,
in
yeah.
Mavis. I don't know where they are. Yeah, one of them is
A farmer.
a farmer guy. One of them
You
is
have
a
a black
lady. Yeah, whose audio, by the way,
It's very I heard like every. Yeah, I heard every mouth movement.
I'd like advanced technology ceramic brake pads for my Prius, please.
real
Not
bad.
that we have good audio, but
No, I
theirs
mean
was
we suck,
noticeably
but
bad.
that was absurdly terrible.
Yeah.
And
You had a Frenchman.
there's a Frenchman who has subtitles,
Yes.
and then
You forget the main character, the
of course,
very
I'm getting
confused.
to him. Yeah, the guy who looks like me.
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about him. The final guy with the crazy accent.
Oh, yes.
almost looks like you, but not
Okay.
really. I'm talking about a very haggard, dreadlocked white
Right,
guy.
our mop-headed guy
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I don't know if we have those parts
It's
in
not in our
store.
system, yeah."
It's not in our system."
So, what makes this commercial worse or it different? What makes this commercial
Well, I mean, what makes
special?
it worse is that it's twice as long. This one is a minute long. The other is
Yes,
30 seconds.
But what makes
And
this
you
special?
can feel the length.
Because I thought this was special.
I don't know the answer to this pop quiz. What makes it special?
The animation quality I thought was
Oh, the
noticeably...
way that the mouth moves is so
everything
weird.
was terrible.
Yeah, the farmer's mouth is really strange.
It felt like it was a commercial that was twice as long but had the same budget, so the animation
Yes.
quality took a massive hit.
They really had to stretch it, make those dollars count.
Yeah, it was ugly, but I thought the different characters were at least... They were...
This one had a good concept, at least.
Yeah.
They had a diverse group of people who wanted diverse
Sets
auto
of
parts, and they're in a situation where they can't get them. If you want your specific needs fulfilled,
You gotta
Rock
go
Auto.
online.
I mean, it's just
It's Amazon for car parts,
essentially, yeah.
which is a
I mean,
good concept.
Amazon is already Amazon for car parts.
Can you buy, like, specific car parts on Amazon?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
I mean, I just assumed that they wouldn't have as wide a nest of sellers of these auto parts, but probably they do. They're
Well,
Amazon. They have everything.
Yeah, well, Rock Auto is just like a middleman to other like manufacturers.
Well, that's what
of these
Amazon
parts. And Amazon is the same
largely
thing. Yeah, that's
too.
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
assuming that Rock Auto is a more specialized.
Just assuming that
place.
this has a purpose to exist.
I am assuming.
I
that.
don't know. They probably do have more. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Do you feel like this commercial is more effective? Because this is the first commercial we're actually talking about.
This commercial is definitely better than the other two.
Even though the
I think.
animation quality,
The animation is worse, but honestly, when the animation is this bad, making it worse makes it better.
Yeah, because now we're talking about it more.
Yeah, exactly. Because like now it's noticeable, and you're gonna watch it and not miss anything
Yeah.
and pay attention.
And they also had the time to execute on the concept of your normal mom and pa shop does not have the diversity of product you need for your
That's why I need to
specific
go
car.
to big businesses
Yeah.
and put ma and pa out of business.
Which is sad, but
Retire
I mean,
them.
They're making note of the fact that if you're a car junkie, you probably need specialized parts, and they won't go out of the way to say that they have car parts for cars from the 1920s until today.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a specific car part and you're a car junkie, you need to go to the place where car junkies buy their parts, and that's rockauto.com.
rockauto.com. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we both agree that this was the best commercial from Rock Auto that we've
From
seen
a technical
so far.
standpoint, it's the worst, but as a
Yes,
commercial,
yes. I mean,
it's the
a
best,
full half of it is the second half where they're just explaining what Rock Auto
which is boring as sin.
Yeah, it's real hard to pay attention to that.
Yeah, because it's just some random.
My eyes glaze over like the main character of our video.
Yeah, well, I feel so bad for him. He's just a guy getting paid minimum wage who really just is like, I don't know how to deal with this long line, and I don't want to.
Yeah, he's
disappoint
working at his
everyone.
uncle's store.
He was working as
And
a
for
waitress
some
at
reason,
a
there's
cocktail
a
bar. Yeah.
For some reason, there's a line of people here today who there was a huge like multi-car traffic accident on the freeway.
Everyone
And
needs
all
new
these
parts.
people need new cars.
Yeah. Entirely new cars.
Yeah.
What's our scale for this one? I've been trying to think of a funny scale, but I'm not funny, so I can't think of anything.
Scale of 1920s to today.
So today, what would you rate this commercial? 1984, the year the first Pixar animated short was released, because that's the animation quality of this commercial.
1984, the year the novel 1984 takes place,
It's brilliant.
where a dystopian government crushes people, just like this big business is trying to crush mom and pop stores across the country.
Let's go to the next commercial.
Okay.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
You want to take it or should I?
Well, you had a strong reaction to this one,
Start this again. Start this again right now.
so go ahead.
There's a
For
lot.
what reason did you need me to start it over halfway through this 30-second commercial?
I
we
thought
had
there
to go
was
back
a
to the
lot
beginning.
to unpack. I'll start with the plot. Two boys, potentially lovers, they never specify, are hanging out.
I choose to believe.
Yeah, they're hanging out. They're grilling, and they're talking about how one of them, the blonde guy, needs new parts for his car. Then the brunette says, let's go to rockauto.com. They have all the parts for even your old car. So he's negging him off the bat. And then you get, I feel like, the first extended look at the website. And you learn that the website's UI is absolute garbage trash.
Oh, yeah.
It looks fucking hideous.
I have it up here. We can look at it at the end.
Oh god, is it a garbage UI that looks unnavigable? I liked this commercial a lot because it was especially bad and especially silly.
Yeah, well, the commercial opens with a car in a garage emitting smoke with the hood up.
I thought they were grilling.
What?
I thought they were grilling
No,
burgers.
they're
were
looking
just
at the wreckage of
two
a
bros
smoking
grilling
car.
hot
No.
dogs. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. That's a fucking car.
The car is in the garage and there's smoke rising out of it. Oh, these people are so shiny.
Yeah, they're very shiny.
They have
folks.
a texture like they were 3D printed.
They're Greek gods. You remember when we used to watch Cool 3D World?
Yes.
They look like people from those Cool 3D World videos.
Cool 3D World has way better quality animation.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Such crazy, crazy
But
construction.
yeah, I used to think that these...
Wait, hold on. Everyone
Yes.
should stop listening to us and just go watch some Cool 3D World
Yeah, for sure.
videos. Come back to us, please, but go watch that.
Yeah, we'll have a link to that
Cool
too.
3D World.
Yeah, just a link to a better YouTube channel.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, I used to think that what was horrifying about these people is that they didn't blink. But I now I see that they do blink.
Yes.
And that they're horrifying because of the way that they blink.
Yeah, how do they blink?
So slowly and laboriously.
I noticed that when I was watching the original Toy Story very recently, that also happens. I guess that's what happens, or it's easier to animate blinking or eye movement, to do it very slowly, because in the original Toy Story, whenever anyone blinks, they kind of blink one eye at a time, and it's very slowly.
Yeah.
I don't know what is so difficult about animating blinking in 3D animation. I'm assuming it's difficult, but if you don't have the budget or know-how, blinking is very odd.
You know what it might be? It might... I don't know. I didn't know. It might be because the frame rate is low.
Maybe.
Because there's less, CPU power
Yeah.
required. Or I guess GPU power required. If it's a lower frame rate.
Yeah.
So for that reason, you can't just have like one frame where the eye is closed, because that would
has
be
to be a
crazy
few,
fast.
yeah.
So it has to be... I don't know. I'm completely making that up. Another horrifying thing, though, is there's a shot in this where the blonde guy... It's just like real close
Oh, he
up.
goes, wow. He probably doesn't. I just assumed that this Owen Wilson ass motherfucker goes, wow.
Well, we can see exactly what he goes like.
Yeah, we got it lined up. What's he say?
Wow.
He does say wow.
Yes.
Excellent. He's Owen Wilson.
Jake has his hands raised above his head in victory.
Triumphantly. I'm so happy I
Yeah,
got
he goes,
it right.
wow. His jowly face is
Oh, he's
so
so
horrifying.
hideous. I
He's
don't
got
know
like
what
a
brunette
Marlon
sees in him.
Brando looking,
In
like...
The Godfather.
Yes, like
He's
like his
very
hamster
odd-looking.
cheeks are just stuffed with sunflower
nuts.
seeds.
Yeah, everything about this is a little bit grotesque.
Yeah, and the cuts are so bad. Like in
Mm.
the beginning, they cut
never
from
establish
like...
space or time.
Yeah, that's true.
They cut from the garage to his office, I guess.
Well, another cut that I hate is this.
Why waste your time and gas when all you have to do is go to rockauto.com?
oh, they cut
One
into
of the
a
cuts
zoom.
is the exact same angle, but just closer.
They do that in the second 50 Shades movie, or the first 50 Shades. No, the second 50 Shades movie.
Right, but what baffles me is that this is animated.
Yes, so you don't have to cut.
It's less work, I would think, to put the camera in a different space.
Especially if you... Well, that's the thing.
There's
They're not
no
even
reason-
putting the camera in another space. That cut is totally motivated. I don't know why we're talking about fucking motivations of cuts in this shitty rockauto.com commercial. It's just so baffling when you see it done poorly. You take note of like, whoa, they didn't have to make... In the tennis world, it's called an unforced error. No one asked you to do this, and yet you went out of your way to make this mistake. It was just baffling. You're like, hold my beer. I'm just gonna fuck this up real quick. It's a mess. This commercial is a mess, but I really like it because you can create a lot of in-universe fiction for this. Like, there's no reason to believe that they're lovers, but I choose to. I also choose to believe they're grilling, and even though you pointed out to me that they're definitely not,
You like
I
to think that there are some hot dogs sitting on the engine.
somewhere they were grilling at some point. There's a lot of universe building. You can
Yeah, I
create
was wrong
here.
about this being a barbecue, but only because I can tell that they barbecue all
Elsewhere.
the time.
Yeah. There's a lot of... You can write a fan fiction about these two characters in this universe. This is the first time I feel like we have characters that I want to latch on to. Also, there's a jingle at the end.
It definitely feels like they live together. Oh yeah, the jingle is introduced, and it's really
All
bad.
the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. It
ends
really
very
not
abruptly.
catchy.
It really sounds like it's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
It also-
You knew it. Do you remember this being on TV?
I remember every time I see the
I have no
next
memory
one-
of these.
Every time I see the next one, I have a recollection of seeing them. But once again, I was probably watching a Yankee game in my basement.
Shout out.
Shout out to our official sponsor. Excuse me. Wait, are we the sponsor or are they sponsor? We sponsor them. We're the official podcast sponsor of the New York Yankees, right?
The New York Yankees are financially dependent
On us. They need the commercial, boys. Yeah, so whenever I was watching a Yankee game in the basement while I was writing an essay, I would watch the Yankee game in the background, and these commercials would come on. So when I see them, my lizard brain reactivates, and it's like that scene in Inside Out when they send the triple mint gum or whatever commercial up to Riley's brain and she starts singing it. That's what happens here. My lizard brain sends it right back to me. I'm like, oh shit, I remember this from high school. They left no impression on me except for that I've seen them and they are stuck in my brain forever.
Yeah, I've just been staring at this one frame.
It's so hideous.
It's really hideous. The hair, I cannot stress enough how shiny it
shiny.
is. And they obviously have the ability to make a texture that isn't shiny, like the shirt or the skin, but for some reason they chose...
the main light source from this? Because based on how light works on this,
I mean, they're in a garage,
frame,
and the lighting is... It looks like if you look at the garbages in the background coming from under. But on the face, that's not the case.
And also the hair is lit up
Yeah.
coming from the right. So what is going on?
I just want to draw attention to this enormous ear that is
It's
way
so
too far
big.
up.
It's such a big ear.
The tip of the ear, like the topmost part, is is like the top of his forehead.
Yeah, it's he's a grotesque abomination rendered unto us from the Lord.
He looks a little bit like Momo
Who the fuck is
of the Momo Challenge fame.
Oh, the horror monster?
Yeah.
The eyes are almost big enough. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty hideous.
Did we rate these yet?
I don't remember.
Rate this commercial.
We didn't rate this one.
On a scale of
We can cut any intervening gap between you asking me to rate this and you coming up with a scale.
yeah, we could, but
We're gonna keep all this in. What's my scale, Dan?
big ear to barbecue.
I don't understand.
Big ear to barbecue. Rate.
Big ear on the barbecue.
Good.
Thanks.
Sufficient.
Let's go to the next one. We're watching number 4.
We're about to
number
watch
5.
Number 5, that's right. This was another one that Madison asked us to pay attention to.
Specific attention to.
Yeah.
All the parts your
Car will ever need Rock Auto.
Okay.
Episode 5.
Episode 5?
Whatever. Madison
Commercial
called them
number.
episodes too.
Commercial number 5. I feel like the animation quality is getting even worse somehow.
I think we learned some important exposition here, right? He says, "Hey neighbor" in the beginning.
Hi, neighbor.
Yeah.
Hi neighbor. Okay. That's a real comfy pretext for the fact that they're 100% boning. When the wives are away, the husbands will play. The car is horribly animated in this one.
Oh yeah,
It
unlike
looked
everything else in this
detestable.
universe.
I mean, no, I feel like the cars at least had like some artistic style to them. Like they didn't look good, but they looked like they were specifically rendered by someone who understood the limitations of their budget and their abilities to computer animate, and they're like, okay, we're gonna design a car around that. This just looks like the shittiest car ever.
Can you take a look at the clouds for a second, please?
They have no shape, but they also somehow are not shaped like clouds.
They are they're shaped like marshmallows that you put in your back pocket and then sat on.
Yeah, they somehow look a little bit melted. Do marshmallows melt?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
they
whole
do.
point of s'mores.
I'm a fucking moron. Okay, so what's the plot of this one, Dan?
Okay, so the plot is there's a garage sale. You can tell because there's a sign that says garage sale. And wait, hold on. I'm just looking at one frame in the beginning, and
Yes.
I'm noticing a for rent sign in front of the dog.
Yeah, that's why it shouldn't have been so shocking when this spoiler alert. The twist is that the guy who's having the garage sale turns to his dog and says, "Now I can afford to keep my things. You too, Buster." The dog.
Goes.
So the dog was going to be sold in the garage sale.
Yeah, well, the dog is not for sale. The dog is for rent.
Oh.
Which
How do you rent a dog?
that's what I'm wondering.
What does dog rental look like?
I feel like whoever made this commercial didn't have the balls to go all the way
And
and
sell
have,
the
have
dog?
this guy selling their dog.
So it's just for
Because they
rent.
would be completely unsympathetic at this point. So they're like, nah, maybe just put him for rent.
just for rent. He also is selling his action figure collection, which Neighbor Lover remarks that he
You
loves.
love your action figures.
Yes.
Which is, what sort of child man is this?
There's a
Where he's got paintings up front. Or pictures of
Flowers.
grass and something abstract.
Yeah.
The Fall of Icarus? I don't know. Action figures and a dog. Those are the three things
that he loves
that
and he's
are
selling.
implied that were in his garage.
Yes, because it's a garage sale. I mean, people sell action figures. There's a thriving action figure resale market, and
Yeah,
some are valuable.
that makes sense.
But yeah, this is just a loser who's selling shit, and the guy comes up to him. It's important in this commercial that we learn.
Can I just point out that
Yeah.
the blonde guy's got a wagon?
He got a wagon?
Can
What
I
the
just
fuck?
say that?
You mean a tushy tush?
Yeah, he got a tush.
I don't know.
He got a chest too.
He definitely got a chest.
He's voluptuous.
He's got pecs. He's got
his
curves
pants,
up top.
His pants are not doing him any favors.
His shoes are pretty ugly.
The other guy is wearing like form-fitting pants, which are a better fashion choice, but like just
Blondie's
in
got
terms
some
of,
like 90s jeans, but not the in-fashion 90s
yeah,
jeans.
but just in terms of like raw curves, Blondie is.
Blondie's got a beat.
Ages
I don't think
ahead.
he's got a ridiculous tush, though.
He's got a big tush, dude.
It's a fine tush. I don't love it. Not both of them are pretty flat, are flat bottomed. What were we talking about? Oh yes, this commercial establishes that RockAuto.com has an app because he's scrolling on RockAuto.com.
Oh yeah, he's on like an iPad, and
Yeah.
his finger is unmoving.
Yeah, it's just his
just like a
hand
solid.
kind of moves like it's a claw machine.
It looks
claw.
like one of those novelty like pointer
hands?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have an app, but the UI still looks like it's from some like 90s website. It's gross.
Yeah, it's all
It's all folders and
it's
unnavigable
all
menus.
really ugly, and we will explore it a little bit in a few.
Looking forward to it. I'm sorry, I didn't feel like otherwise
I like
this
that this
commercial was
neighbor-
especially remarkable.
Yeah, I
what
like
do you
that
like
this
about the
neighbor just walked over with an iPad.
Yeah, to gloat that
just-
you're doing a garage sale. I got a new iPad. Take a look.
While you're financially struggling, I got this, and this was
Or you're gonna
in
sell your
2013,
dog.
a pretty new, not sell, rent.
Rent. I apologize.
Also,
That dog doesn't
I
look
just
like
want to
a-
talk about the background audio work.
Yeah?
It's just birds.
I didn't notice.
Like just listen for a
I'm
second.
gonna listen.
Selling your action figures? You love those. Oh, my car needs a new window track and the dealer wants a fortune. Time for desperate measures. Don't
Yeah.
pay crazy dealer prices when
Yeah, he sounds like he lives.
They're in like an aviary.
I was gonna say a timeless vacuum where only birds exist.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But an aviary is a better image that I think people can relate to. The dog looks
the
terrifying.
look of
I think
horror.
that's
Its tail
unremarkable.
wags so quickly.
Yeah.
Why can't they just make him blink like that?
Yeah, I was thinking
He
that.
blinks so slowly, but his tail
Tail
is
moves
just
ferociously. It's a fucking rotor. It's crazy. The dog is hideous. Everything is hideous. This commercial's not good. Dan, on a scale of dog buying to dog renting, what would you rate this commercial?
dog leasing.
Lease lend. It's not good. We're moving on.
Okay. Number 6.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Okay, we've entered a new era in RockAuto.com commercials.
Yeah.
With commercial number.
6.
I'll take it.
Sure.
A garage band. It looks like a traditionally animated 2D animated.
It's not 3D anymore,
No.
which is such a good
Good
choice if you
decision.
don't want it to be
hideous.
keeping me up at night.
With nightmares. It's 2D animated. A garage band is just singing the praises of rockauto.com. They're online, they're navigating the website, and just boxes and boxes filled with car parts continuously arrive in the garage as the band continues to play. It's real simple. The art style, they're not focusing on 3D and how they can't afford it. It's just traditionally animated, probably done on a computer digitally, but it looks
Yeah, for sure.
flat and 2D. And it's got style. There's art direction here. It's kind of charmingly animated.
Yeah, this is like clearly cheap, but they're aware of their limitations.
They work within their limitations.
The thing is, every time they cut to the website,
It's still fucking hideous.
it just makes my eyes glaze over, and
Yeah.
like I just block it. It's so hard to pay attention when you see like
a
the
gross
complex
website.
and the absurd number of clicks you need to get to like a gasket. I don't know.
To an
cars.
image of whatever you're looking for.
Yeah,
It's also pointed out how, because the animation of the commercial was pretty sleek and charming, how kind of old-fashioned, I don't mean like old-fashioned like it's from the 40s or 50s, but the logo for rockauto.com looks like it was designed in the early 2000s.
yeah, it is really bad.
The animation on their logo is noticeably worse than the animation quality of this commercial. Do we want to talk about the song itself?
We could try, but I don't remember it.
That's the thing. It's not a good song.
It's not memorable
It's
whatsoever.
a pretty bland song.
Your brain can register it as
As a song,
music,
but as
but
little
it
else.
doesn't have any sort of anything going on melodically or lyrically for you to
No.
latch onto.
No, there are no freecreditreport.com
No.
commercials.
Oh God, no.
But the animation itself, I think, is a saving grace of the commercial. It's charming. It's stylish.
Yeah, there are nice little touches, like when the guy, it starts off with him sitting on a hood, but then he jumps off and like the car kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The way they transition from scenes is cute. Everything about it's pretty cute.
This is pretty, yeah, it's just as forgettable as all the other ones, but at least this one is like kind of cute, or at least not actively trying to,
This is the
attack my sense of well-being.
this is the first. This is the first RockAuto.com commercial I can say I definitely don't remember. It's also the prettiest commercial. When did this one?
This one is from 2015.
Okay, that would explain it, because at that point I was already in college and not really watching Yes.
Yeah,
the
that's relatively
official
recent,
website of the
actually.
official television network of the New York Yankees.
Yeah, the first commercial, I believe, was 2009.
Which would...
So they've been doing these for a long time.
Yeah, so I guess the website's still functioning, and they've clearly never updated their UI, but it's good to see that they're taking artistic strides in their commercials and, like, actually, improving. That's really good to see.
Yeah, okay. So we'll move on to... Oh, the last one is the last one.
The last one is, in fact,
last one's the last
wait,
one.
Wait.
Oh, wait, no, never mind, because we still haven't watched 7.
We also got
We have 2 more.
What are you rating number 6 then? On a
Okay.
scale of nightmare animation to
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yeah, that's a well-animated movie.
Um,
Think of an animated movie that was good, but not the pinnacle.
what's the one where it's, I think it's called, like, Andre and the Bee or something? It's
Andre and Wally B. That's the 1984 commercial. That's the first Pixar animated short.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
rate
Nightmare.
this
That's
Andre
Nightmare.
and Wally B.
Okay, why not?
Because it's kind of scary, but not that scary.
Okay. I disagree. I think Andre and Wally B is terrifying.
Well,
I mean, it's not... Somehow... Have you ever seen Tin Toy, the Pixar short?
I don't think so.
It was from the 80s, and I mean, in 95 they still couldn't animate babies, but yeah,
Oh, maybe I have seen this. Yeah, that's
there's
scary.
a terrifying fucking baby in Tin Toy. Fucking grotesque. When you're editing the YouTube version of this, please be sure to insert like a terrifying version of the baby from Tin Toy.
Well, it took Pixar a long time to be able to make humans that weren't absolute nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, it took them
Like
a long...
Andy in the first movie.
Grotesque.
Yeah.
I think the first time they even attempt to like feature humans in a leading role is The Incredibles. That was 2004, and even then they're like highly stylized.
Yeah.
They're not like really trying to proportion humans. in that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, true.
So
Mr. Incredible actually has the same proportions as the blonde guy in the previous commercial.
no, Mr. Incredible is thick as fuck. He's
yeah, that's what I'm
juicy.
saying.
No, Blondie is not nearly as juicy as Mr. Incredible. I feel like people go on about how Elastigirl's got curves, but no one gives Mr. Incredible, no one gives Robert Parr his due. He is just a hunk of meat, a thick slab of steak. I dig him.
We're gonna watch another Rock Auto commercial.
Let's keep going.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Okay, so you had issues with this immediately.
I'll let you take the plot.
And so the plot is we open with a cute little, I don't even know the name of this.
Axel?
I guess.
I have no idea.
Sure.
I don't own a car. I
A
can't
cute
drive.
little car
I know
part,
nothing.
and it says, "Don't put a good part in a bad neighborhood." And then these rough.
How do they
looking-
denote
they
bad
go,
neighborhood parts?
One of them's got an eye patch.
Yeah.
The other one is, I don't even know.
One of them
Just
is
maybe has
Nick
a
Fury.
scar or something.
Yeah. They're dirty.
They're dirty. Yeah. Put your good parts in a good neighborhood, and then they show the alternative, which is
An entire kit replacement.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a kit is.
they
in
replaced
car
those
talk.
parts that looked grungy.
Yeah.
And hardcore.
Yeah.
With nice, happy little gentrified
Yeah.
car parts.
I
think your issue is that this was like a little bit racist or classist at least.
Yeah, the bad neighborhood remark, which was kind of gross. Because obviously, it's if these kind of commercials are being aired on Yes Network, which is predominantly viewed by white, like older people. I'm the minority of people who watch baseball. Most people who watch baseball are older and very white, and I'm also very white, but they're older than I am. So when you hear bad neighborhood, they're thinking of probably Harlem in like the 50s or 60s. Their idea of what a bad neighborhood is, because class and race are inextricably tethered in this country. They're thinking of a rundown, blacker neighborhood is pretty gross.
Honestly, if you change a few details, it could easily be a Trump ad.
Yeah, and and just,
Don't put your kids in a bad country.
and the way they denote
Put
bad
your kids in a good country.
is just like so weird and not fucking eye patch. I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness going on here. Don't
Yes,
say
it's-
bad
it's just
neighborhood
yeah, I don't
in
know
your
why-
auto part commercial. This is an unforced error.
It's a very weird concept that, like, that's the hook
Yeah, it's a way
of
for
this
them
commercial is
to
like a
get you to-
neighborhood metaphor.
It's a way for them to get you to buy even more auto parts. Like, if you're gonna buy one, you might as well buy another new auto part. I mean, a new replacement part for some part that, like, abuts it. So it's just such a weird metaphor to use. It's
I mean,
really,
ultimately, what they're saying is don't buy bad things, buy good things.
and buy lots of good
Which
new
is like-
things.
Yeah. Well, what makes you think that they're saying to buy a lot of stuff?
Because they're saying don't just buy one new part, because you don't want to put it in a bad neighborhood. You want to replace all the bad parts that neighbor it that might make it worse somehow.
Oh,
or might hold
interesting.
it down. So buy replacements for other bad parts so that way you can maximize the
Max
potential.
gentrification.
Sure.
Maximize the real estate value.
Yeah, essentially, you don't want to put your new good thing in a place where you will not maximize its
Price all
potential.
the paycheck to paycheck lug nuts out of there.
Out of their apartments in the neighborhood. Build a new restaurant that's really hip and trendy and drives up the price of rent in your neighboring fucking apartments.
Yeah, put 2 new coffee shops underneath your hood.
I've belabored this. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about
I
this
also
anymore.
want to talk about how they keep showing the website. It feels to me like
They're really proud of it, but they shouldn't
well,
be at all.
what I think is that they're desperately trying to show people how to use the
it
website.
in like 2-second
Yeah,
bits.
it really feels like they're aware that it's not user friendly, so they're like, quickly just show people clicking around. Just show on a screen how you could drag stuff out and
I'm assuming
click
we're going
6
to try
times.
to navigate it.
Yeah, we will, for sure. But yeah, it's real ugly, and they keep insisting on showing it to
Like,
us.
look, it's super simple. You can use it. I promise. Trust me.
I promise, look.
Wait, the commercial's over. Oh god, I hope you learned everything. It still looks like a fucking nightmare. This commercial also looks like a fucking nightmare again. Like, it doesn't look stylish at all. It looks gross.
No, this is the same 2D animation, but just not utilized nearly as much.
Yeah, a lot of the charm came from the movement in the commercial previous, like the way
Yeah,
things
the
move.
goofy way that the characters...
Nothing
Yeah.
moves here in any fun way. Everything just looks kind of bland. And the fact that I didn't even notice it was the same 2D animation means that they really did a fucky job on this one.
Yeah.
It's not a good commercial in many ways, and I don't really feel like talking about it anymore. I don't even want to give it a rating. It's a bad.
Okay, it's a bad out of whatever. So then this one that we're about to watch, number 8, is the last one.
Oh,
It's
thank
one
God.
that Madison told us to pay close attention to.
Oh, mercy.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we've returned to form. We got the 2D animation
The
back.
band is back.
And this is very explicitly a music video, just the
Yeah,
way
for sure.
it
It
transitions.
literally
from scene
ends
to
with
scene.
a concert.
Yeah. I love this one. That's the plot. The entire plot is it's a 2D animation, and they go from an auto parts store to a rock concert. I love that this commercial reaffirms your belief that these commercials are just a way to get people to see how to navigate the website.
They literally say, so easy to use.
So easy to use.
While there's like the most complex, like
So many
string of-
windows
Yes,
open.
So cluttered. Wow.
It proves your point that they're like, no, trust us, you can use this, it's easy, don't, because clearly they're trying to advertise who are car junkies, older people, who is watching Yes Network, older people, people who are probably not as tech savvy or internet savvy, so they probably just have to persuade people that we promise our website is easy to use. All the savvy people are using this website, which is something they explicitly say.
Yes. But I feel like that would exclude old people, though.
What do you
right?
mean?
Older people, if the savvy people are using the website.
Well,
isn't my grandpa
you two
gonna
can
be like,
savvy.
I'm not savvy?
You two can be savvy. It's so easy to use. Don't you want to be savvy? Just use the website.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't do anything new. The animation style is back again. It's charming. It moves in a fun,
I like
funky
that
way.
there's a truck that drives onto the stage.
Yeah.
Like the delivery truck shows up to the actual concert.
And this one too, I noticed, the first musical one, they've been using a jingle at the end of their.
They added
commercials a lot.
.com, right?
Well, not only that, it's all the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. The first song does not connect to that original jingle at all. This song at the end, not seamlessly, but it melds into the all the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. It melds into that in a bad way.
Like that you said that like a Devar Torah. Yeah. All the parts your car will ever need.
That's a really generous way of saying I fucked up singing it. And I just fucking cracked.
RockAuto.com.
Always so kind to me, finding ways to turn my fuck ups into jokes. It does not make this commercial any better, the fact that it melds into the original jingle, just noting that they made a conscious effort to do that thing.
Yeah. Interesting that what triggered this guy to leave the store is just a line.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
just
there's
didn't
no,
wanna
there's
write
no
a line.
line online.
Oh, see, already you've done a better job than they have.
Yeah, at establishing a message for a commercial, because what this commercial has like 3 messages: be a savvy person, it's easy to use, there are the parts you need there.
Please, it's easy to use. You
There's-
gotta believe me,
if
man.
there's any consistent messaging that ties this campaign together, it's that they're constantly showing you how to
That
use
you can
the
do it. I
website.
think every single, I don't know if every single one, but the vast majority of them at least show the website.
Usually when you construct an ad campaign, you want consistent messaging. You want to prove like a consistent point, like either that cool people use this product or that this product will make you better, faster, stronger, whatever. This ad campaign is always changing its messaging. The only consistent through line is showing the website
Showing the ugly ass website.
and saying that this is how you navigate it. That's the messaging
if they
in
just
this ad
spent
campaign.
all the money that they spent on this ad campaign on
On
making the
redesigning
website look decent.
they wouldn't need to have figured out how to make a jingle, how to animate,
They've
how
had
to do anything.
10 years.
Still
They've had a whole
hurdles.
decade.
So we're done with this. Do we want to just go to the website now? Is it time, or do
yeah.
we have to review this commercial?
Well,
And say,
this was a good one, right? I
Yeah.
think we'll both agree that this is maybe the best one.
on an animation scale, I'd say this is
Animation, definitely the best, I would say.
Yeah, probably. I'd call this a, I don't know, maybe a Secret of Nim. The animation style's good. It's not the greatest, but it's really solid, real quality. It's not necessarily cheap. It's pretty good.
They all look like they belong in their environment.
Yeah,
It's consistent.
highly stylized.
The transitions
but
are kind of
consistent.
cool.
Yeah.
They managed to show the website in
animation,
like diegetically.
Yeah.
Like in the concert, there's like a screen behind them.
Yeah, on a
and
big
the website
billboard or
comes
whatever.
Up on that. Yeah.
Jumbotron, excuse
So
me.
this is definitely the best one.
Yeah. So it's a Secret of Nim for me.
Hey, listener. I know I said we would check out the website, and if you're a freak who was looking forward to that, I'm really sorry, but look, 2 guys browsing a website just makes for god-awful podcasting. So let me give you the rundown. We went to rockauto.com and we decided that although the website is criminally ugly, it's actually probably not that hard to navigate as long as you know exactly what you're looking for. Okay, there you go. I saved you like 10 minutes. Freak.
So the commercials, overall, on a scale, pick your quality of animation film. Pick your quality of animated film. What would you rank, how would you rate this advertising campaign?
I'm gonna put Spider-Verse top.
Okay,
That's-
Spider-Verse is, you're the pinnacle
is
of
the
animated
scale.
movies.
And
What is at the bottom for you? What's the worst animated movie you could think of?
like a knockoff Cars.
Just Cars, but even shittier.
Not Cars, but like someone cashing in on Cars and making like a fake Cars movie.
Disney made Planes. Disney itself made Planes.
That's true.
You can just say Planes.
Okay, Planes.
So the bottom is Planes, the top is Spider-Verse. What are you rating this ad
The
campaign?
thing about this scale is that it's so far below Planes. Like, we're putting it up against, at the very least, a multi-million-dollar company.
Production, yeah.
It's bad, man. I don't know.
It's
I don't know,
Batman?
dude. It's Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 60s Batman.
Okay. So occasionally charming, but technically poor.
Yeah, sure.
I saved that one.
Thank
a little
you.
bit. You're
Go
welcome.
ahead. What's your rating?
Oh, I'll use the same scale because why not?
Oh, why not? Because it's an awful scale.
I'd give it a Monster House. I vaguely remember it. What I remember makes me nostalgic and charms me, but probably if I'd go back, I probably wouldn't like it too much.
Okay, that's a much more intelligent rating than I had. Let's go through Madison's specific questions
Okay.
to wrap up this
Real
episode.
quick, let's do it.
She asked, who designed this?
We don't have any answers for you,
I don't
Madison.
know.
You thought we'd figure that out?
Who thought it would be a good idea? RockAuto.com,
The
probably.
CEO?
The CEO.
Who's got a bad brain himself.
Man with a bad brain. Why the sudden change in design?
Probably because the first change in design was probably because they were using the same budget for longer commercials. So the animation quality just dipped. And then because this campaign went on for years and they realized that that level of shit CGI just would no longer fly, they probably found some cheap firm that would do traditional looking animation at relatively similar cost and just rolled with it.
Yeah, do you think that the change in design is to cash in on the freecreditreport.com train of singing commercials for a website that's possibly a scam?
I would have said yes if if it originally was a musical campaign, because when did those first Rock Auto commercials come out? 2009?
The first ones were in 2009, but the animated singing ones didn't start until 2000.
Significantly later. But the
14 for Rock Auto,
freecreditreport.com commercials
they were done
popular.
by 2012.
Exactly. They were popular around like 2009.
Yeah, so unless it took a really long time for Rock Auto to get their
Shit
act
together.
together and write a song, it probably...
I mean, they probably
not
just
related.
decided that they needed a jingle. Jingles have been around for a long time. They probably were like, let's just make one.
Yeah, why does the singer have bags under their eyes?
It's a style. It's relatable, I guess. It makes the protagonist
Yeah.
relatable.
Because you look into the sad, bagged
Defeated,
eyes
exhausted eyes.
of the protagonist of these commercials,
And
and
you're
you
like,
see
this
yourself.
is me. I am sad and
I
exhausted.
am sad, but I can one day be savvy and navigate this Rock
This
Auto
gross,
commercial
gross website.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Rock
our
Auto.
expert analysis as commercial boys of what is going on at rockauto.com.
Yeah. So if you have any business inquiries related to the New York Yankees,
Yankees.
or you have a commercial you want us to review, go ahead, send it on over to commercialboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, this broadcast cannot be reproduced without the express written consent of the New York Yankees or Major League Baseball.
Of A-Rod.
A-Rod himself. Go talk to Mr. J-Lo.
Thanks for listening.
Love you, bye!